Okay, we are back in Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, and it's quest time. So we just accepted the quest from Maria, and the whole gimmick here is just retracing the commander's steps. The location of the key doesn't actually appear until after you've done the whole retracing of steps, just so you know how this plays out. So according to Maria, the commander parked here, and it has been moved since. I'd say we should search the area for the key, but I assume the CGF would have found it if it was actually here. It's a good point. It'd be a waste of time to search the area again. Besides, the car has those bulky Vulcan cannons on top, so we can't exactly remove the tarp to take a closer look. Damn. Kinda wanted to see this baby in all its glory. Randy, have you ridden in an armored car like this before? This model should be a modified edition of the conventional armored car, so it should feel largely the same. No, it's just something I'm kinda curious about. If they get permission to use them, I'm sure they'd be super nice for patrols and stuff like that. I bet Noel would die of happiness. I think you might be right. It looks like we have visitors from the Empire. Let's go check it out. Whoa, a limo. Sarah Billings must like to travel in style. Appears to be a ride for a company limousine, custom made. Who owns this? Wait a second. If it isn't the fine ladies and gentlemen, the special support section. Good day, everyone. I trust that Crossbell has been treating you well. Uncle Dieter. It's been well, sir. Indeed it has. You'll have to forgive me. Did my arrival get in the way of your duties? Not at all. This guy is suave as ever, I see. Are you returning from a business trip by any chance, sir? That's right, negotiations in the Empire. Put that aside. I can't help but ask about that great big thing sitting behind you. Guess it's hard not to notice. It's kind of a long story. I see. Allow me to make an educated guess, then. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it must be one of the CGF's new armored cars or something like that, right? How did you... Did I catch you off guard? There's a simple explanation, I assure you. You see, at the party I attended yesterday, I ran into the CGF commander. He, in his drunkenness, mentioned something about that very car to one of his subordinates, I believe. I've sat with him at multiple parties now, and I really do think he should work on that drinking problem of his. That answers that. You must have left for the Empire directly after the party, correct? Now, if that's the case, you might have the clue we're looking for. What exactly do you mean? Allow me to explain. Triple S informed Dieter of the situation and their support request. I think I'm starting to understand. That would certainly explain why there's an armored vehicle with mounted guns just in the middle of a high-traffic area. However, I'm afraid I won't be of much help to you all. Like I said earlier, I had negotiations with the Empire today, so I had to leave the party early in order to make it on time. In other words, by the time the commander made it back to Belgard Gate, was already long gone. What a bummer. Guess all we can do is stick to retracing his steps. This may be presumptuous of me to ask, but... Can I give you a piece of advice I was given by Bell a long time ago? Maria Bell gave you advice? Again, it was many, many years ago, but I had the habit of losing things. There were just so many projects I had to keep track of that I couldn't help but misplace a document here and there. Really, I never would have guessed that, judging by how you act now. Something got stuck in my throat there for a second. I feel like part of it had to do with my still being young and inexperienced at the time, too. Anyway, every time I'd lose something, Belle would always be there to find it for me. And each time she would let out a great big sigh and tell me this. Father, how many times do I need to tell you? When you lose something, you have to look at where you'd least expect it to be. Search the unexpected places. Well, I guess that makes a certain amount of sense. In short, Belle is simply trying to tell me to change my perspective. Though I don't know how useful you'll all find this advice, of course. No, sir, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. I got a computer pop-up, so... Okay, I don't think it's affecting the recording. Thank you very much. I don't know if I've been much help. I hope you find what you're looking for. Dear, I seem to have gotten carried away with our conversation. I think my car may be a bit of a nuisance sitting in the middle of the gate like this. If you'll excuse me. Have a safe drive home, sir. Thank you, sir. Till we meet again, Triple S. Never changes, that guy. You know, he gives some pretty valuable advice. Change our perspective, huh? That's definitely something we forgot to think about. It might be the key to finding this key. Now then, let's keep retracing the commander's steps and see where that takes us. I believe Warren Officer Murray told us after he parked the car, he went to the mess hall. I just sneezed on the microphone. Let's take our investigation there. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Randy, funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. We're searching for the armor car's key as per Warrant Officer Morea's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that. The Warrant Officer already asked me to look around. I combed over the mess hall high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. Suppose we can mark the mess hall off our list then? We are in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. First day of the anniversary festival was incredibly hectic here. It was finally winding down from the craziness of the day when the commander stormed in here utterly wasted. All of a sudden he yelled at me to cook something that would sober him up, so I had to do some forced overtime. And because of that, I wasn't able to get around to any of the prep work I needed to do for today. Sounds pretty terrible. For sure, guy swaggers around like he owns the place, but he doesn't do a lick of actual work. Sounds like he's the complete opposite of Deputy Commander Bales. Excuse me, would you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal? Beats me. I only heard about being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? There's no way of knowing whether he had the key here or not. What's everyone doing gathered around in the mess hall? Good timing, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover that key or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're the Special Support Section. Yeah, I've heard about you all. Nice to meet you too. Hey, Beyond. Still the same military buff as always? Afraid so. It's been a while, Randy. So, Beyond, did you find the key? You know, the one the Warrant Officer told us about? After giving it a quick search, I can safely say that it isn't in the inn. Pretty sure the commander didn't bother heading there after his meal anyway. Sorry, but what do you mean by pretty sure? Weren't you at the inn last night? I imagine you would know whether he came in or not, right? I finished my work for the day by then, so I was actually taking a break up on the roof when he got back. Wait, hold on. Did you remember something? Yeah, I passed by him as I was leaving the roof. If I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning something around that looked like a keychain. Must have been the key you're all looking for. Then that means it's extremely likely the commander had the key until he headed up for the roof after leaving the mess hall. Bothers me that you'd act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least you picked up a valuable statement. Good thing that memory of yours finally kicked in, eh? Better late than never, right? You have got to be kidding me. Do you realize how much time I wasted searching the mess hall because of you? Sorry about that. Well, I think it's about time for me to head back to work. See you later, Stella. So if you remember, we spoke to him earlier and he was looking under the counter of the inn. He ran. Well, thanks to him, we finally got ourselves a solid lead. Thanks for your help too, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down our list of potential hiding places significantly. You're welcome. I'm not really sure how important this key is, but please find it, not just for the CGF's sake, but for Warrant Officer Morea's. We'll do our best, I promise. Now is our next destination the roof. It's over here. Well, we made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Morea, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. Imagine it took a while to climb the stairs while he was under the influence. Yes, but our biggest issue is that he doesn't remember where exactly he misplaced the key. If he were to lose it anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where that takes us. So there's a certain number of spots you have to check, and then the real spot will appear. The tunnel leads into Erebony, right? That's right. More specifically, the tunnel and the fortified mountain base up ahead are both comprise Corellia Fortress. As the Empire's easternmost stronghold, it's used to keep Calvard in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire. Can't blame you for feeling that way, Teotan. After all, that mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns. Railway guns? I feel like I've heard of them somewhere before. I'm sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial Army, their ultimate weapons of mass destruction. Heard those bad boys fire 80 Rage shells. Interesting. So these are the battle weapons developed by the Reinford Company. 2 years ago, tensions between the Empire and the Republic had finally reached a breaking point. While both countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened, revealing their two enormous railway guns. Weapons which had the capacity to hit Crossbell City. If Erebony were to unleash them, tragedy would be unavoidable. Crossbell Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvard. Never knew these things were that unstable at the time. Well, as you can see, they got their trump cards stored away right now. Might owe the Liberalian Queen's non-aggression pact thanks for that. Definitely, I always heard that she was an admirable person, but I have a newfound respect for her now. Looks like we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. I think I see something. Is this a lid for a juice can? We should probably dispose of it. Wait, is that it? Just a piece of wire. Where could this key have gone? So once you check the perimeter, you have to start checking the inside. Oh, what's that sparkle? It's just a 10 mirror coin. Did the commander accidentally drop it while I was up here? I don't see it anywhere. Well, at the very least, we know for a fact that the commander was up here. True, but we made a mistake to assume that he dropped the key on the roof. If that were the case, the guardsman would have found it immediately. Considering what Mr. Craw told us earlier, we might need to change our perspective on this entire thing. It's only a possibility, but what if the key fell into a place we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny of this place one more time. So I think the hiding spot has actually appeared now. And I may have path to try to hide it a little bit. Huh? Lloyd? What's the matter? I see it. How the hell did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I'm not surprised that they weren't able to find the key, no matter how much they scoured the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We should be able to reach it with a ladder. Hopefully they have one around here we can borrow. Right, let's go find her. I think you were looking for this? Randy handed the key to the armored car over to Mireia and explained how they found it. It seriously ended in a place like that? I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. That aside, I'm just relieved that you were able to find it. Thanks to you, we can finally move the armored car someplace where tourists won't stumble across it. Guess I'm in your debt this time, Randy. Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? It'd be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything, Triple S. You're welcome. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind. Now, if you'll excuse me. Case closed, eh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we'd find the key there for a second. If the stranger picked it up, I don't know what we would have done. Considering where it was dropped, I'd say we got lucky. I'm inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jackass when he thinks about himself, even back when I was stationed here. If we could find that key, Mireia probably would have taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. No denying that. Still, at least we know there are people like the Deputy Commander and the Warrant Officer doing honest work in the CGF. I like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Well, time to head out. Let's go. Yeah, we spoke to everyone there. I'm gonna run and talk to Stella, Beyond, and Mireia. Burned so many calories. I bet I burned so many calories today. Soldiers are probably exhausted too, so I'll give them more sweets as a little morale booster. Oh, nice. Want to toss me a few freebies too while you're at it? Nope, you're not part of the CGF anymore, or did you forget? If you want something, feel free to place an order, though. Cheapskate. With all this talk of the Anniversary Festival, I was reminded the Empire likes to have their army entertain the citizenry occasionally. Parades, public drills, but even a tasting party with army rations would not be in a good time. Stuff is mainly used to build up trust with the people. Sure would be swell if the CGF did the same thing. Yeah, I can only imagine how ration tasting festival would go. And then Mireia's up here. She may be back in her room now. Let's see. Let's try the commanders. Where'd she go? I guess we can check the roof. It's down here. Oh, she's right there. Randy, everyone, thank you for everything you did today. If we ever have any trouble again, I'll make sure to submit a request to the Triple S. Since we're experiencing a little tourist, now's a better time than any to move the car. So we need to cross Bell West. We should be able to start dropping stickers now if we want, but I'm gonna worry about that in a second. Because the thing that I keep forgetting to do, and I know it's only a matter of time until I forget permanently, is feeding the cat. It feels so peaceful here. It always feels like my brain switches off when I'm right here. It's unavoidable. When Zayt sunbathes, his fur turns all soft and fluffy. I didn't care to look at what the carp gives. It's just, hey, here's a fish I don't need. Go nuts. Shield 1. You want me to have this? Thanks, Kope, but where the heck did you get this from? Now that I think about it, I didn't talk to Nine Valley, did I? Wrong place. It's downtown, not back alley. We got ourselves one hell of a haul today. We're selling them at a discount too. Business tends to pick up crazy around the time of the anniversary festival, not that I'm complaining. Considering we're officers of the law, it's not exactly the most thrilling news. Just got some new goods in. Want to see it? Some pretty expensive stuff. Don't mind the price. When it comes to Primo merch, you gotta pay Primo Mirror. That's just how it works. Yeah, I think we've seen these before. Oops, wrong thing again. Yeah, trading those defense 2s for a Petrify is not worth it. I think you end up paying 100 extra Earth Sepith if you go that route. If you just have them lying around, then more power to you. I need 5 for that one. Need 5 for that one. Okay, I don't think there's anything here for me. Turn the poisons into a defense 2, but I don't think we need that. We'll look at the other screen. Go ahead and get 2. Yeah, tier bombs don't cut it anymore. I don't have any of these. I'll get 1 because I don't think we will need those for a little while longer. I mean, 2000 is going to fully heal everyone. I'm not going to be going crazy with my quartz until we get closer to the finale. So we need to go out the East Street. Went the wrong door. It was this one, not the pink one. Wait, what? Didn't we see this plate number over on the west exit too? Actually, I think you're right. I think it was this type of car, though. It's against state regulation for multiple vehicles to share an identical license plate number. Yeah, Teotot's right. Gotta have a unique number or you're breaking the law. Well, a good idea to jot this plate down, you know? Absolutely. Better report this to the Metropolitan Division later. So you can still get all the points for this quest if you miss that. The games usually have like 1 or 2 points of error built in. I don't know if the window gets bigger for the later games because I think they have more points. But anyway, we need to CW6422. And there's not even a CW at all. Let's head to the west gate. I could have actually warped outside, I wasn't paying attention again, I got sidetracked. In case you're wondering, I just have a list of license plates. I know there's 1 on each side, so we just need to find out which one. EW3100. Detective Notebook's this one. So the EW is 8901 and 8200. So this one's in violation. So I think that's actually it. Just to be safe, let's go ahead and drop a save. So hopefully you guys can see like how spaced out some of these saves are. So my last save was on October 23rd, today is the 30th, it's been 1 week. It's partially why I have been able to upload these as consistently as anything in the past. I really thought I'd have more time than I currently do, it's just really, really frustrating, I'll put it that way. It's partially why I'm not being able to record anything special for Halloween, which is even more annoying. I'll take care of it. I apologize for the inconvenience, but do you mind waiting until they're here? No, we understand they're busy. That's it for the report. Here's the list of license plates for any illegally parked cars. Wow, you've looked at all the license plates and permits for us. Yes, we were thorough, so I don't believe there are any mistakes. Many of the owners were from either the Republic or the Empire, so we had to be especially careful. You guys went that far for us. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if you guys just rushed through it. That's typically how we handle things, you know? What are you talking about, Chief? We take our job very seriously. Yeah, I guess you do. My bad. Anyway, it looks like we managed to write off one task from our to-do list. Thanks, guys. That should give us a bit more breathing room. Right, allow me to give you my thanks. You can definitely count on the Triple S to take care of your work, eh? Can't escape the handyman treatment at headquarters, can we? Hey, Lloyd, should we tell them about the inconsistency? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There was one thing. What's wrong? We noticed something strange with the license plates. There were 2 cars that shared the same license plate number across both exits. I believe the license plate number was CL1101. Seriously? Could one of the plates be a forgery? I think I know what's going on. You need to pay a fee to obtain a parking permit, right? But you get charged daily for those things, so it ends up costing a pretty hefty sum of mirror to park there the whole festival. Someone probably wanted to skip out on springing for 2 separate permits. What a cheap ass. Guess we should be glad it's not anything more serious than that, though. Indeed. Kate, do me a favor and check this out for me. Yes, sir. Anyway, it looks like your job here is done. We'll be taking our leave now. If you ever need assistance again, the Triple S will gladly tackle the case for you. Thanks, we'll be kind on you. Festivals have done me loads of work on us, but let's keep up the hustle. We have to do the monster extermination. What else? Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's the extermination mission now. So we need to go over to the residential district. It's a drone we need to be able to impede. We will... I went the wrong... It's not in the house, man. There will be a charging station we can access, so I should be able to top off. I basically have to walk past the monster first. As long as I'm allowed to go around, we'll be okay. Hey, you guys need something from me? Or do you get swept up by the festive mood and decide to stop by out of the goodness of your hearts? IRL stuff is such a pain to deal with, I'd rather just avoid it personally. Besides, festivals don't really interest me. Don't even think about trying to drag me outside or something. Every time we stop by, you always have the same sour attitude. I see you're still hacking without a care in the world, too. Unbelievable. I thought you would be downcast after being annihilated yesterday. Don't act so cocky, Tio Plato. I'll beat you one of these days. Leave alone. Ah, they even warped me to the other side. We also need to hit up the fishing spot work here, I guess. So I think Tio and Ellie should be around 300 EP. Tio's over, Ellie's a little bit behind. I'm surprised Randy's that close. Yeah, living so close to Lake Michigan, I can't help but think that this place should be as polluted as that place would be, and you don't want to eat anything you fish out of there. But maybe I'm just being paranoid. And the victim of my paranoia is you. Huh, weak to earth. That was weird. Oh, right, regeneration. I forgot about that little tidbit. It'll move before then, so I'm better off just dropping an aerial here. Mollusk monster made of mucus launches parts of its body to blind foes. Okay, that is annoying. Oh, come on, you walked in a... Seriously? Game, you're killing me. Due to the fact that this sucker regenerates, I can't help but feel I'm going to have a lot of time. Okay, aerial will go off immediately afterwards. Oh, that's not actually that bad. Since they're casting, they don't counterattack, to my knowledge. Ellie can impede. She's not blinded anymore, so I'm comfortable staying. A giant mouse that manipulates electrical arts. Sports impressive regenerative abilities. Using that on him is not exactly the wisest choice because it's burning up his precious CP. Yeah, I'm comfortable doing that one. Yeah, this is actually the best thing I have to use. Yeah, I can't even afford to interrupt that. Actually, Ellie could. I was premature, I'm afraid. I actually want her to get that. Can I clip? Nope, I went too far. Yeah, I don't need to. Because I think Randy is going to kill it. And if not, it's going to get a massive, massive heal here. Truth be told, I really don't care either.
はい。ドライブ開始。任せてくれ。やってや。よし。私の番ね。
That sucks.
行くぜ。危ないよ。離れてろ。やあ。よし。私の番ね。なんとかなったわね。
Now that I think about it, I didn't even look at their level. 5 eye drops in U material. B. Okay, that actually was a fair fight. More of a fair fight than the game actually intended, perhaps, but it was fair. Yeah, it's that way to get out. I actually should have topped everyone off. Or no, I'm going the wrong way. What I'm trying to figure out is, now that I have the upgraded weapons and armor and stuff, can I go fight the Gordius? Like, we have to go out there for a picture anyway, so why not, I'm thinking. I should have went to the Triple S and just reported these, because I should have enough to rank up. We'll find out if the car quest was enough, even though I didn't. I basically just cut some corners on it. So let me pull up the list real quick. That was supposed to be worth a total of 7 if I did it correctly, which is what it was. Important item retrieval is only 3. Monster extermination is only 4. That sucks. We need to go to Ursula Road. So keep in mind, this is both to advance the story with the fishing quest, as well as gain pictures. Hey, we can just blow them apart now. I don't think I was able to do that level 22. So the picture is over here then. So this big old body of water is the Lupinous River, eh? What's that thingy floating all the way out in the middle supposed to be? I'm going to guess there's some old runes. The database contains no details either. The only information I found was that entry is prohibited. Can't speak of the rune's origins, but I've heard people refer to it as a matchmaking shrine. If a man stands on the left of the observation platform and a woman to the right, they can give their vows and live happily ever after. I don't know about that, Mademoiselle. Sounds kind of like an old wives' tale. Bet we can take a great photo for this area for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Leave it to me. I think that should do it. Good job, Ellie. It seems things went well. Shall we get going? So the monster's gone entirely. Got a total of 7 crystals from that. The important thing is some of them were higher, so I could sell those for extra Mira if need be. So, in the, I think it was the 19th video in the playlist, if you're going along with that, I actually did try fighting the Gordius, and I was taking 4-digit damage from them, and only dealing like low triple-digit back, so I decided not to bother. The reason why I bring that up is I already have them scanned. Nope, they still hit me for 4 digits. Really bad part is they're literally immune to everything. There we go. Took a little while to find that square, and I'm still hitting it for low triple. Weak to fire. So we need to heal Lloyd. Tio getting the crit turn is not really that good. I'm going to do Zanber just because I want to take advantage of it. That's annoying. You can see they're both immune to delay. And if they focus fire someone, they die. Tio still will not survive. Yeah, I think they'll get me no matter what. I have a chance to contain some of the damage if I do this. The best case scenario is that this repositions them, but it didn't. Gaia Titanus. This may petrify. Killed Tio. So Ellie has to do the interrupt. I'm gonna keep firing off dark matters, I think. I need to hang back. I'm not even in a good spot right here. I predicted correctly. Although I think I might have still been in range for it to work. We're running low on points here.
エニグマ駆動任せて。
Doing this just to steal the heel turn. I'm gonna have to steal the next turn. Thing is, I can't move close. Of course, they're still somehow far enough apart to where I can't do that. Crap, I can steal it in time. I wonder if I could just kite them around the field, but that will take forever to pull off. He actually has Magna Blaze. Huh. Finally. I think it has to be Tira for her. No, I need to just hit the thing. I was hoping Randy would get the heel turn, but I chimed in a little too early. because his range... No, he doesn't even have the points. Never mind. So I actually need to leave her dead for a little bit. Ooh, I can't afford to let that 50 turn get out. Art. Still a little too early for Thalos. I can have her heal herself, actually. I don't think they can reach me here. She only needs a low one. Okay, now it's time to revive Tio. Oh, Lloyd went down. Randy's going to live by the skin of his teeth. No, I don't want that. I want to keep all these turns consistent, so I may just pass. crap.
ピンチです。ドライブ開始。やあ、ありがとう。
Probably should just use Ellie's S-Craft there.
なんとかしないと。ドライブ開始。まだやれる。サンクス。さてと。
He could turn and go for Randy. He did. But he missed. Randy has no healing, noted.
さてと。ドライブ開始。それ。任せて。そこ。よし。やっ。はい。エニグマ駆動。任せろ。任せて。それ。任せてくれ。
I thought Randy would survive that. This is getting a little annoying.
ドライブ開始。それ。ありがとう。私の番ね。行くぞ。それ。エニグマ駆動。やあ。おっしゃ。私の番ね。行く。行くぞ。行きま
This
す。
would have been a lot more handier on Ellie.
ドライブ開始。それ。行くぜ。任せて。そこ。や。私の番です。ドライブ開始。それ。俺の番だ。
It's close enough to hit Lloyd, that sucks.
私の番ね。そこ。行きます。ドライブ開始。行くぜ。やあ。すまない。さてと、みんな。
Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna pop a craft. That will reach.
助かります。行きます。エニグマ駆動。やあ。ありがとう。俺の番だな。私の番でガンナーモードモバイルドライバー。出力最大だ。俺の番だな。
Ooh, I can't move, I'm pinned.
それ。私の番ね。よし。俺の番だな。私の番です。エニグマ駆動。そこだ。任せて。
It'd be really cool if Tio could kill it right here for the Sepith.
それ。
Did she do it? Tio whiffs. There's Randy to the rescue. So the chest reward was the Capricorn gem. Have you checked your workout schedule? Today is leg day, not chest day. Capricorn is right there. Ah, we have Ingenuity. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I don't see myself using that. Let's go to that for Ingenuity. In other games, like Cold Steel, I believe this is a... I actually think that other than the Crossbell duo, this is supposed to be a Fire Quartz. Hey, we now have Magna Blaze. Okay, she's up to 18 EP now. We need to run down to Stargazers to get the pick. Wait a second, can't you fish off the bridge, or...? No, it's just a block there. Stargazer's Tower. It's been a while since we fought Yin here. Not really. On second glance, this place sure is beautiful, isn't it? It's been like 2 days or something. From the outside, absolutely. From the inside, not so much. Would it not be wise to conduct an investigation of the entire tower someday? Lame mysteries like this go unchecked always leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Considering the place is under the TGF's jurisdiction, that might be easier said than done, Teotot. Top of that, you have to get the permission of a jackass who won't greenlight anything that doesn't earn a promotion. Well, with all these problems to deal with, we'll never get bored. Anyway, this spot will make a nice photo for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Leave it to me. I think that should do it. Things went well, so let's get going. And yes, that was the reason we came here. So I think the Gordius may have been a little bit more tolerable if I had just tried blasting them with fire spells in advance, rather than trying to do anything physical. Pair of monster eggs. I haven't gotten far enough yet. The fork is further ahead. Stargazers throws me for a bit of a... That was just me venting some frustration. If you need bait, remember, pop those guys. We'll let that one live to tell the tale. Would you look at this? They look like they're enjoying themselves. I'm impressed I can be so carefree with all these monsters on the highway. There are far fewer monsters than normal today. Were they scared away by the horde of fishermen? Kinda doubt that. By the way, we found our fishing tournament. All that's left to do is find Dr. Gunter. So this is something that has a bonus. You have to catch a certain fish. I'm gonna go ahead and update my save file since we know we got all the points from the parking thing. Hey, we can shoot him from all the way down there. There you are, Lloyd. I see you brought your Triple S buddies too. I'm glad you could make it. Behold the Fisher Cup, a tournament where you can show off your fishing skills to honor the Fisherman's Guild President, Mr. Fisher. I call it a tournament, but it's more akin to a social gathering for all fishing enthusiasts. Sadly missed the full explanation, so you have to settle for that quick rundown. It's been a while since the last fished at the sandbar. If we came out here all willy-nilly, we get surrounded by monsters before our hooks hit the water. Wow, that was a monster of a catch. I think I found the perfect fishing spot. Oh, you guys are members of the Fisherman's Guild too. Suppose I am, for the time being. Nice to meet you, my name is Lloyd. Lloyd, it's a pretty funny coincidence if I do say so myself. What do you mean? We share the same name, my boy. I'm Lloyd, a master fisher of the Fisherman's Guild. Certain asked me to be a special guest at the tournament, so I packed my things and came all the way from Laboral. I'll be here for the duration of the anniversary festival. Let's reel in some prize catches, alright, other Lloyd? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Is this the Lloyd that Estelle was talking about earlier? So he's over there. More competitors for the Fisher Cup. Feel free to find yourself an open spot and fish, fish, fish. Okay, that's where we're going to be fishing at. So he just repeated what he said. What's up, Duck? My thoughts exactly, Ellie. Fishing is truly delightful. I guess what they say is true. The heart really is soothed with the cast of your line. It always helps me feel refreshed after a long day at the hospital. Blue hair, white lab coat, I think got her man. Excuse me, are you Dr. Joachim Gunter? Joachim? Yes, that's me. I apologize, but I'm in the middle of something important. Did you just... Aha! Finally, a bite. It's not even listening. I am. I'm hooked on your every word. Lame pun. Excuse me, sir. Sarah, one of the hospital receptionists sent us a request to track you down, doctor. Your repeat absences are causing problems for Litton and the rest of the staff. I've got you now. Oh wow, Viperhead. A pretty big one at that. I can tell my daily trips from the hospital are finally starting to pay off. Dude's in his own little world. Sorry, bud, but I don't think he heard a single thing you said. Think you'll have to explain yourself again, Lloyd. But I was already yelling. I assure you that won't be necessary. The hospital staff is awaiting my return, right? It's nice to meet you all. I'm Dr. Joachim Gunter. I'm just a simple associate professor over at St. Ursula Hospital. I can't help but feel we've met before. Deja vu, perhaps. Suppose there's really no point in trying to remember that. No, I wouldn't call this deja vu. We should have started with an introduction. Well, better late than never, right? I'm Lloyd Bannings, member of the Crossville Police's Special Support Section. Now, Dr. Gunter, will you? It's fine, Lloyd. I understand the dilemma. So does that mean you'll return to the hospital? That's a good question, ma'am. However, I've been looking forward to the Fisher Cup for the last 2 months. It's kind of a big deal for us anglers. Since I won't have any free time during the festival, I figure I'd treat myself with this little fishing trip. Do you have no sense of responsibility as a physician? Of course I do. My wrist is awfully sore from all the apology letters I had to write every time I snuck out of the hospital last month. It's a good thing my old chum Litton was there to help me write half of them. We're getting a little off topic now. What do we have to do to convince you to return to the hospital? Let me think about that. Since we're already at the Fisher Cup, why don't we settle this over a battle of the baits? You mean fishing? Exactly. If you manage to reel in something larger than the Viperhead I just caught, I'll gracefully accept defeat in return. Simple, right? So it all comes down to a fishing match, eh? You think you're up for it, Lloyd? I accept your challenge. Any rules I should know of? Spoken like a true angler. I'll show my Viperhead to Certain in a little bit. Once you got a fish of your own, have him inspect that one as well. As long as you catch a larger fish than my Viperhead, you'll be declared the winner. Keep in mind that there are no do-overs. Once you've shown your fish to Certain, that's it. Oh, and no leaving the sandbar. Come with all your gear in hand, because leaving the sandbar to resupply is forbidden. So how do the rules sound? No complaints from me? Hope I have enough bait on me. Maybe I should ask the other fishermen if I don't. I think it's time we start bait off. Good luck, Lloyd. Let's have some fun. How's everything going on your end? I wouldn't worry too much about our match. By the way, I'd rather you have a good time fishing on this fine day. Sorry, but no can do. I'm going to win and drag you back to the hospital, Doctor. You need to relax a bit, Lloyd. You're competing against Joachim? Just remember to have a good time, okay? Never forget that your desire to fish comes from the heart, not out of obligation. Sorry, I want to sound cool. I don't even know where Certain is. Is this him? Joachim has managed to gain quite the reputation within the Fisherman's Guild. Despite St. Ursula working him silly, he always finds time to sharpen his angling chops. What a guy. Looks like you're in the middle of a match yourself, so have a great time out there. I only saw it for a second, but boy was Joachim's catch enormous. You're gonna have to pull out all the stops to beat him. Catfish should do the trick, because it's king of the lake. That's reassuring. Come on, kid, don't make that face. Your first priority should be to have fun. No one will give you a useful piece of advice. Don't go for the deadliest catch right off the bat. The trick is to start off by stocking up on small fry first. The real money catchers won't be satisfied with some dinky earthworm. You gotta bait them with real food like small fish. This spot's good for catching small fry. Try fishing with this bait. Earthworm. Red flies. Thanks, I appreciate it. So I have to start small, huh? Alright, let's give it a shot. Heard the news from Joaquin. You guys are gonna have a fishing match, right? Format's a little different from an official fishing match, but that's alright. Just give me a shot when you're ready to have me deliberate. I don't know what all I have and haven't caught in here. Gluttonous bass. Trout. I don't know if I've had one of those before, but the 50 times step is pretty nice. Hazelfish. Huh. I don't know how you're supposed to get the Kasajin, but let's see if the dumpling here will do it. The ripples here look weird just because of the way the tiles overlap, I guess. Oh, there's the Kasajin. I already had one, but I just wanted to see if you could get one while you're here, if you had to get it in advance. So you're supposed to use the Novice Rod with the Kasajin. So you can see it's not guaranteed. This feather tackle with red flies. If I run out, I will just reload and splice in when I catch the sucker. There we go. Steel wrist. I've already checked out Joaquin's Viper, so it's all up to you now. All the fish you caught, the largest among them was a catfish. Is this the fish you want to challenge him with? Yes. Sounds good. I'll go grab Joaquin so I can announce the results. Are you sure your fish matches up to mine? Not sure, but I don't plan on losing to you. Yeah, I'm excited to see the results. If you can do the honors, certain. Judge away, my friend. Let's see. Dr. Joaquin's corner, we got an impressive viper head. Of all the fish Lloyd caught, the largest among them was a catfish. After judging, the winner is... Lloyd Bennings. Come again? Are you sure there wasn't an error in your judgment? Them's the breaks, but Lloyd's fish is absolutely massive. Trust me, my eyes never lie. You're kidding. You did it, Lloyd. Hell yeah. You never failed to deliver. I won? Fate is cruel. Well, a win's a win. Here's a little present to celebrate your victory. Celestial Balm. Thank you, Dr. Gunter. I appreciate it. Now it's time for me to hold up my end of the bargain. Off to the hospital I go. Really? I was expecting you to throw more of a fuss. Excuse me, miss. I'm not some rowdy child. Anyway, your little match was a great opportunity to get some quality fishing in. I'm more than satisfied for the time being. Huh? He's a crafty one, ain't he? He was totally using us to buy more fishing time, I bet. Utterly despicable. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. It was a pleasure, sir, and I'll see you around. Sure, pal. Look forward to seeing you at the next competition. Likewise, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, social sports section, I have a hospital to attend to. I'll be waiting at the bus stop if there's anything else you need from me. That dude had us completely wrapped around his finger. He's cunning, alright. I do not trust him in the slightest. He might swim away the moment we take our eyes off him. Yeah, we should take the same bus to make sure he actually goes back to the hospital. But there's something you need to do beforehand, because... Oh, never mind. Where in the world were you, Doctor? Do you know how many people you've inconvenienced by disappearing without a word? If you must know, I was competing in an intense event known as the Fisher Cup. It was put on by the Fisherman's Guild, and seeing that I'm a member, I couldn't possibly skip it. I have the Angler's Code to uphold. This is serious, Dr. Gunter. You do realize that Linton is filling in for you as we speak, don't you? Linton is. I really am blessed to have such a capable pupil. I think it would be rude of me to rain on his parade, considering how hard he's working, so why not let things continue as they are? Yes, I think that's for the best. It'll be very educational for him. Very educational indeed. Get back to work. This instant. Yes, ma'am. Is this guy always like this? He's supposed to be an associate professor, so I presume he has the qualifications. They do say it's a fine line between genius and insanity. That's enough before he hears us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Next time we meet, let's go fishing again, alright? I won't take no as an answer. Again? Ignore that. I don't know what he's talking about. So, do you need anything else from us? No, that should be everything. Thanks for the help. You four are lifesavers. I don't know how else we would have gotten back this quickly. If you're ever in need, please don't hesitate to come to us. We'll make sure to provide as much assistance as we can. Thank you. You can count on us as well. See you around. So you need to go back to where the fishermen were. What's this? I sense a fish that he's catching. Joaquin came up to me and insisted I take this novel a little while ago. If you ask me, he was being a little too shady about it. Wouldn't you know, he swiped some of my bait while I was off guard. Does this guy just mess around all day? Hey, I'm not a fan of books. You want to take this off my hands? Come to think of it, a good pal of mine by the name of Estelle is in Crossbow on Bracer Guild business. Gal knows her stuff, let me tell you. I challenged her to a match once and I was like a fish out of water. Crap, just remember that we left the guild unlocked and unattended. We have to sprint back to the city as soon as the tournament's over. You can see he has his priorities. So are we still able to fish over here? Nope, that's just a temporary fishing spot for the storyline purpose. Crossbow south. And here we go.
おいおい、また厄介事かよ。
はい、ロイドです。
どうもお疲れ様です。
ああ、フランか。どうした？ひょっとして緊急要請か？
はい、そうなんです。実は旧市街の不良さんたちがいるじゃないですか。ちょうど今、その人たちが港湾区で喧嘩をしているみたいで。
本当か？あいつら証拠にもなく。観光客だって大勢いるだろうに。
そうなんですよ。それで警察に連絡が入ってきて、ただ巡回中の警官はみんな忙しくて手を下げそうにないらしくて、それで彼らと面識のあるロイドさんたちにお願いできないかと。
わかった。港湾区だな。ちょうど町に戻ったところだから。
はい、よろしくお願い。
港湾区で何があったの？
ああ、ワジとバルドたちだ。あの辺りで証拠りもなく喧嘩沙汰を起こしているらしい。
それはさすがに迷惑ですね。
やれやれ、祭りの熱気に当てられちまったってところか。
とにかく人手も多いだろうし、すぐに止めた方が良さそうだ。このまま公安区に向かおう。
ええ、分かったわ。
そんじゃまガキどもを説教しに行くかね。
I don't remember if we actually have to fight or not, so I want to run down here and get topped off. Lloyd's completely out of mana, or whatever they call it, ether points, that's what it is. It's not going to do anything for the CP, but I'm not too worried about that just now. Randy has a lot and Lloyd can rebuild his. Harbor, fast ways this way, and then we turn right here.
あれは
ほら青坊主、気合い入れてかかってこいや。
言うまでもないさ。行くぞ。
あれは何をしているのかしら。それほど険悪な雰囲気ではなさそうですけど。
ただの怠慢ってわけじゃなさそうだが。
とにかく事情を聞こう。幸いワジもバルドも来ているみたいだし。
ちょっとちょっと、あなたたち何してるのよ。まったく連絡を受けて見に来てみればゾロゾロと。あなたたち旧市街のテスタメンツとサベルバイパーね。喧嘩は終わり。とっとと解散しなさいよね。
なんだてめえらは。
遊撃士協会に所属する者です。あなたたちが喧嘩をしていると連絡を受けて仲裁に来ました。
遊撃士だと？
エステル・ブライトにヨシュア・ブライト。雑誌で何度か見かけたことがあるね。
そりゃどうも。あなたたちが両チームのリーダーってところ？
一応ね。僕はテスタメンツのワジ、こっちはバイパーのバルドさ。情報通りだね。見たところ喧嘩をしているわけじゃなさそうだけど単なるお遊びさ。せっかくの記念祭だからね。どうせだったら普段と違うことをしようと思ってさ。それで勝ち抜きタイマンバトルをしようってことになったわけさ。
勝ち抜きタイマンバトル？
両チームから5人ずつ出して1対1の勝負で、勝ち対象はワジとそちらのバル。最終的に負けた側が勝った側の記念祭での飲食費を払う取り決めだ。
なるほど、試合みたいなもんね。それなら別に構わないか。って違う。試合をするのはともかくこんなところでしちゃダメでしょ。ここは人通りも多いんだし、別の場所でやればいいじゃない。
そんなのは俺らの勝手だ。しかしてね、遊撃士だかなんだか知らねえが随分と偉そうな口を叩きやがるな。調子に乗ってんじゃねえのか。
あのね、調子に乗ってるのはあなたたちでしょ。私は常識的なことを言ってるだけじゃない。
この甘。どうやら少しばかり痛い目に遭いたいらしいな。そこの黒髪の野郎と一緒に可愛がってやってもいいんだぜ。
よっしゃ、どうしよ
まあ周りの目もあるし、あまり大人げないことはしない方がいいと思うけどね。
う。やっぱり？
てめえら何ぶつくさ言ってやがる。このお肉だきのバルドバレス様が怖くねえのか。
やめときなよバルド。そのお姉さん武術込みだったら多分君より強いよ。
何？
へえ、わかるんだ。
なんとなくだ。そちらのお兄さんは実力的にはさらに上なのかな。まだまだ修行中の身だけどね。
ロシアの方が上っていうのは確かにそうなんだけど、決めつけられるとそれはそれでちょっと納得いかないわね。
まあまあ、遊撃士の仕事は何も戦闘だけじゃないんだし。
こんな小娘が俺より上だと？だったら証明してみせろや！
エステル、
大丈夫、任せて。せい！
ほら、言わんこっちゃない。
ワルドさんがなんだあの女。
す
俺が遊撃士。
大丈夫？
悪かった。侮ってたみてえだな。だがよ、さすがに舐めすぎなんじゃね
エステル、やれやれ、君たちもちょっと調子に乗りすぎじゃない？ああ、そうみたいだね。だからといって謝るのも筋が違うとは思うけど。
目の色が変わりやがったな。わかるぜ。てめえは相当強い。そういったやつを叩きのめすのが俺は何よりも楽しみでな。とっとと抜けや！
ちょっとヨッシュ、私は大丈夫だからあんまり本気にならないでよ。
待った。
ロイド君たち。
話は聞かせてもらったよ。双方ともまずは落ち着いてくれ。
落ち着いてられるかよ、遊撃士。いいじゃねえか。噂には聞いてたが、まさかここまでゾクゾクさせてくれるとはな。
だから落ち着いてくれって言ってるだろ。そもそもここは公共の場所だ。タイマン勝負にしても筋を通すにしても他の場所でやってくれ。
そうは言ってもね、ここまで盛り上がった以上相解散ってのも。
マジ？
バルドは頭に血が上ってるし、お姉さんたちもお仕事で来ている。お互い勝負するくらいしか筋は通せないんじゃないかな。
その通りだぜ。
私もなんだかちょっと腹が立ってきたわね。そっちがその気なら決着をつけてもいいんですけど。
上等だ。
ああ、もうよしや、君もなんとか言ってくれよ。
ごめん、僕もちょっと弾けないかな。それじゃあ僕はバルドに加勢しようかな。さすがの君もその二人を相手にするのは厳しいだろうし。
勝手にしろよ。
だからなんでそうなるんだって。
困ったわね。このままだとすごい乱闘騒ぎになってしまいそうですね。
よ、そんなにやり合いたいんなら別の方法でやればいいんじゃね？せっかくの祭りだ。遺恨を残してもつまらねえだろ。だったらスカッとする方法で決着をつけるっつうのはどうだよ。
スカッとする方法だ。
ランディさん、どういうこと？
ああ、そいつはな。
なるほどね。旧市街の地形を利用したチェイスバトルか。なかなか楽しめそうじゃない。
いいじゃねえか。妨害あり何でもありの喧嘩レースってわけだな。
スピード、パワー、テクニック、それに駆け引き、一通りが必要になるわけですね。
へえ、面白そうかも。
ははだろ。
だろってランディ、あのな。
喧嘩にならないのはいいけど、結局周りの人たちに迷惑をかけるんじゃないかしら。
まあその割には皆さん見物に集まってますけど。
まあいいんじゃね。なんかお祭りっぽくてさ。それで本当に君たちも参加するわけ？
仕方ないだろう。ここまで関わっておいて知らん顔はどうかと思うし。
やれやれ、真面目だね。
ランディの提案だろ。その代わり完全に試合形式にしてルールから外れたことはしないこと。決着がついたら遺恨は残さず、それ以上は争わないこと。
私たちはもちろん依存はないけど。
俺もそれでいいぜ。こうなったら遊撃士も警察もまとめて相手をしてやるよ。誰が一番か証明するためにな。
それじゃ正々堂々と戦いましょう。それとさっきは私の態度も悪かったかも。ごめんなさい。
あ、
また
すげえな、相変わらず。
すごいねお姉さん。このタイミングで謝ったらレースの意味がないじゃんか。
でも試合形式にするって時点でなんかどうでもいいっていうか、お互い全力を尽くして楽しめればいいんじゃないの？
君って子は
変な女だぜ。ああ、いい。赤毛ルール。
誰が赤毛だ、誰が。さっきも言ったようにレースの基本は追いかけっこだ。ワジバルドの旧市街チーム、エステルヨシュアの遊撃士チーム、そしてロイド俺の支援下チーム。この3チームで旧市街を3周して一番早くゴールしたチームが勝者となる。ただし各チームには毎週3カ所のチェックポイントを押さえてもらう。チェックポイントは通りの奥にある路地。こいつを3カ所ぶったたかないと一周したとは見なされないわけだ。この地形を利用することで一方的に逃げることは不可能になる。レース中は相手の妨害も可。つまりよほど先行していない限り相手から妨害を受けることになるわけだ。それを迎撃するもなんとかかわすもチームごとの戦術的判断になるな。
よくできたルールじゃない。ちなみにトラップとかはありなの？
ありとしておこう。直接やり合うだけじゃなくて地形を生かした妨害なんかも可能になるってわけだな。
なるほど。
よしや、どうしたの？
いや、だいたいルールは分かりました。スタート順はどうするんですか？
コイントスでいいだろう。ロイド、バルド、エステルちゃん、それぞれ1ミラ効果を出しな。
あ
分かったわ。
それぞれ弾いて手の甲に表か裏か揃わなかった方が一番手のスタートとしよ
あ、なるほど。
それじゃはい。
表
よ。
裏。俺たちが一番手か。
よし、そんじゃあワジにコイントスしてもらおうか。
了解。
ロイド、エステルちゃん、表か裏かを選んでくれ。
いいよ、先に選んで。
それじゃあ表で。
俺は裏だ。
裏。2番手はロイドたちだね。
ごめんヨシュア。
いいよ、今回のルールだったら最初の順番は重要じゃない。
それじゃあこれで一通り決まったのかしら。
ああ、そうだな。それじゃレース前に各チーム作戦会議といこう。一度レースが始まったらタイムとかはなしだからな。
そうね。
それじゃあバルド、仲良く打ち合わせしよっか。
気色悪いんだよ。
さてロイド、気づいてるかもしれんが、このレース俺たちが一番不利だ。
まあね、ワジとバルドのチームは旧市街を知り尽くしている。一方エステルとヨシアのチームはポテンシャルが半端なさそうだ。
そういうこった。俺たちが勝つ可能性があるとすれば、運と役割分担と的確な状況判断。俺は後衛に回るから、お前は前衛に徹してくれ。
いいけど足はランディの方が速いだろ。
コンビの場合、速い方がフォローに回った方が連携が取りやすい。それに防御に関して言えば、お前のトンファーは相当なもんだ。迎撃するにしてもかわすにしても的確な判断ができるだろ
う。分かった、やってみるよ。どっちも手強そうだけど、参加するんなら勝ちに行こ
う。その意気だぜ。そうだな、せっかくだからコンビネーションを使ったクラフトもこの辺りで試しておくか。
いきなり大丈夫か？
なーに、お互いの癖も大体分かってるだろうしな。ぶっつけ本番にはなるが。
それじゃあ号令は私が務めさせてもらうわね。最初の空砲で第1チームがスタート、5秒後の空砲で第2チームがスタート、さらに5秒後、最後の空砲で第3チームがスタート。タイムのカウントは私が担当します。
では我々は見物人が巻き込まれないよう配慮しよ
う。舞台が整ったみたいだね。
いいえ、真打ちがまだよ。
グレイスさん、
確かクロスベルタイムズの。
やっほー、ボーイズ&ガールズ。なんだか面白そうなことをやろうとしてるみたいじゃない？お姉さんも一枚かませなさいよね。
かませなさいって。
ああ、何をしやがるつもりだ。
答えはこれよ。レースといえばやはり実況。カメラマンも連れてきたから思いっきり盛り上げてあげるわ。なんだか本当にお祭り騒ぎになった気が。いいじゃない、喧嘩より何倍も楽しいわよ。
やれやれ、せいぜい期待しときますか。そんじゃそろそろ始めよう。
そうだね、バルド、用意はいいかい？
いつでもいいぜ。
それではカウントを始めます。トライ、ツバイ、アイン、さあレースの開始です。第1組ワジ&バルタチーム、素晴らしいスタートを切りました。今第1チェックポイントを通過し、第2チェックポイントへ向かいました。第2組ロイド&ランディチーム、スタートしました。ランディ選手軽快な走り、ロイド選手もなかなかの速さです。今第1チェックポイントを通過。第3組エステル&ヨシアチーム、スタートです。チームワークは折り紙付き、遊撃士としての実力も A クラス。今第1チェックポイントを通過、先行チームの追撃を開始します。おーっとバルド選手いきなり大技だ。さあロイドチームどうする？
判断は任せた。
やるじゃない。
ロイド&ランディ選手、なかなかの度胸でドラム缶を回避。ワジ選手のアタックもかわし、第2チェックポイントを通過します。
どうする？
仕掛けよう。
行くぜロイド。
いつでもいいぞ。やっ
へえ、やるね。
悪いな。
先に行くぜ。
さあ2周目です。ロイド&ランディ選手、順位を繰り上げて第1チェックポイント通過。おっと、ここでエステル&ヨシア選手がとんでもないスピードで追い上げてきた。
追いつかれるな。おいロイド、石灰か。
おっと、なんだこの白い煙は。ひょっとしてエステルチームが仕掛けたトラップだったのか。ごめんね。
お先に追いかけるぞ。
来たわね。
突破するよ。
やっさせるか。
逃げ。
ナイスファイト。
先に行くよ。
チェックポイントを抑えてとっとと追いかけるぞ。
よそ見現金だね。
死ね
なんと追いついたワジ&バルト選手、ロイドチームへの奇襲成功。そして第3チェックポイントを抑えエステルチームの追撃に移ります。
くそ、このままじゃ。ランディ、
熱くなってきたぜ。こうなりゃとことん楽しませてもらおうじゃねえか。
さあエステルチーム、広場を通過して3周目に突入。このまま独走を許せば彼女たちの勝利となりますが、おっと、やはりそうは問屋が下ろさないようです。来たわね。なんで一人なの。
まさか当たり。
お返しよ。やるじゃない。
そっちこそな。
相当やるねお兄さん。君の方こそ。エッセル行くよ。バルド追撃だ。
いられるまでもねえ。
激しいデッドヒートを始めた両チーム。もうこれでこの2チームに勝利は絞られてしまうのでしょうか。すさまじいパワーです、ランディ選手。というかあの装置完全に壊れちゃってない？
なんだ
ワイヤートラップ。
引っかかったな。
行かせるかこら。
待った。もう一人は。
油断大敵だぜ。
暗いな。ナイスランディ。
このままゴールするぞ。
激しいレースを最後に制したのはロイド&ランディチームでした。ここで他の2チームもゴール。あれ、どっちが先なのかしら。まあいいや。とにかくみんな観客の皆さん、惜しみない拍手を。2人ともお疲れ様。すごいレースでした。おめでとうございます。
全部ランディの作戦勝ちだよ。
いや、お前がいなけりゃ最後の仕掛けは成り立たねえさ。さすがに飛ばしすぎたぜ。
これだから男の子は単純というか意地っ張りというか、まあ女の子も一人いましたけどそうね。そうだ、私冷たい飲み物買ってくるわね。あ、私も付き合います。 東通りの屋台でいいですよね。ええ、そうね。二人ともちょっと待ってて。
ああ、そういえばなんで俺たちこんなことしたんだっけ。
どうでもよくなっちまったな。
ランディ、
正直引いただろう。あんな風に切れちまってよ。自分でもよくわからねえんだ。いつもヘラヘラ笑っている俺が今の本当の俺なのか、それともあんな風に切れちまうのが俺の本質なのか。この2年間ですっかりわからなくなっちまった。
ランディ、その警備隊に入る前にはどこにいたんだ。クロスベル出身じゃないことは聞いているけど。
どこにいたか。煉獄のように熱く、冥府のように寒いところかね。血も魂も沸騰し凍りつくような世界。あらゆる命の輝きとクソのようなおでが入り混じったようなところ。それが俺のいた場所だ。
ランディ、
なんてな。それっぽかったろう。俺の過去なんざそんな大層なもんじゃねえさ。今はただの夜遊びが大好きなクールでハンサムなナイスガイだ。それ以上でも以下でもね。
あのさ、ランディ、前にも話したけど俺には兄貴がいたんだ。
え？
ガイ・バニングス。捜査一課に所属していた捜査官。とんでもなく破天荒でありえないくらい前向きで、事故で両親を亡くした後、男手一つで俺を養ってくれて、憧れてた人を取られても嫉妬すら湧いてこないような、とにかくすごい男だったよ。
そっか。お前も大変だな。そんなすげえ兄貴の背中を追いかけてるってわけか。
まあね。でさ、少し白状すると、ランディってさ、ちょっと兄貴に似てるんだよな。もちろん顔とかは全然似てないんだけど、いつも俺とかエリーやティオをさりげなくフォローしてくれるだろ。そんなところがちょっと似てるんだ。
おいおい、こっぱずかしいこと言うなよ。お兄さん、顔が赤くなっちまうぜ。
そういう照れ隠しもちょっと似てるかも。
おい、
だから俺、ランディのことを尊敬してるところがあるんだよな。ちゃんと自分を分かっていて、他人にも気を使えるところ。同僚っていうより一人前の男としてさ。正直俺はまだまだだ。多分ランディの話を聞いても間の抜けた言葉しか出てこないんじゃないかと思う。だからさ、いつか俺が兄貴やランディと肩を並べられるようになったら、その時は聞かせてくれないか。
ロイド。
ランディ。
いやー、参った参った。お嬢もこぼしてたけど、お前天性の女たらしかもな。おっと、この場合兄貴たらしってところかな。
なんだそりゃ。っていうか半人前なのは確かだけど、子供扱いはさすがにやめてくれよ。
何やってるんだか。はい、冷たい飲み物。ラムネの屋台があったので買ってきました。
お、ありがたいね。
なあ、マジで助かるよ。
まったく男の子と来たら消耗してばかりなんだからあんまりじゃれ合わないの。エリーさん焼いてます？そんなわけあるはずないでしょ。それにその男の子同士になんで。聞いた話だとそういう特殊なジャンルもあるそうですし、これはもうフラグが立ってしまったのかもしれませんね。そうなの？
悪いなお嬢。この世界は弱肉強食、食うか食われるかが全てなのさ。
あなたね。
何の話をしてるんだか。
賑やかだね。
いや、そっちはもう回復したのか？
まあね、今日のところは素直に負けを認めておこうかな。
ふざけた結末だぜ。おい赤毛、今度はガチで勝負しろよ。あの最後の爆発力てめえ猫かぶってやがったな。
ああ、別にそういうわけじゃねえよ。あんだけ一気に力を出すとその分消耗も激しくってな。奥の手みたいなもんだからあんまりやりたくねえだけさ。
ちあの黒髪の小僧といい。ああ、いい。さすがに今日は疲れた。てめえら引き上げるぞ。
それじゃあ僕たちも失礼しようかな。アディオス。なかなか楽しかったよ。
撤収だ。
やあ。
レイブンたちよりも随分統率されてるわね。お疲れ様。
So, chime in real quick in case you don't remember, the Ravens was Agate's gang back in Sky 1 and 2. I don't think they made an appearance in 3, but maybe they did.
そっちこそお疲れ。
なんだ、もう帰んのか。
はい、もともと仕事で来ていたこともありますし。
それを言うなら私たちも同じですけど、もう夕方になっちゃったわね。楽しかったからいいじゃない。せっかくのお祭りなんだし、ちょっとくらいは楽しまないとね。
元気だな。
まあそれがエステルの取り柄だから。でもランディさん、体の方は大丈夫なんですか？
ね。
へえ、同じ匂いはしなかったが、お前もそっち絡みなのか？
いえ、正確には違います。ですが多少知識の方は。
そうか。ま、ガキの頃から慣れっこにはなってるからな。後に残るダメージはねえさ。
そうですか。すみません。差し出がましいことを。
And if you're new to the series and you don't actually know what happened, that was Randy's move where he sacrifices health for CP, which is something similar to what Agate can do in Sky, if I remember.
いや、気にすんな。
ランディ。
ちょっと何二人で分かり合ってるのよ。
大した話じゃないよ。それよりエステル、そろそろ帰ろう。アリオスさんも帰ってくるみたいだし。
あ、うん。そういえばよしや、例の話。
ああ、そうだね。せっかくだから聞いてみようか。
例の話？
なんだ。
あのね、シュバルツオークションって知ってる？シュバルツオークションですか。どうやらこのクロスベルのどこかで開かれるオークションらしいの。何でも毎年記念祭の期間中に開かれているらしくって、でここが肝心なんだけど、盗品ばかり扱ってるって話なのよ。盗品？
本当なのか？
いや、あくまでも噂だよ。途方もない価値のついた表に出せない由来の品ばかりが出品されるという話だけど、でもその様子だと聞いたことはないみたいだね。
ああ、初めて聞いたよ。
警察のデータベースでも 見かけたことはありませんね。
シュバルツオークションか。なかなか洒落た名前だけどな。
そっか。あなたたちなら何か知ってると思ったんだけど、やっぱりただの噂なのかな。
そうだね。ナイアルさんの情報ソースだから確かだとは思うんだけど。
ごめんね、変なことを聞いちゃって。今日は楽しかったわ。負けちゃったのは悔しいけど、今度は同じ事件かなんかで一緒に協力できるといいわね。
そうだな。
それじゃあ僕たちはこれで。皆さんお疲れ様でした。
お、そちらもお疲れさん。
And the second day comes to a close. Lloyd and the others return to the special support section, wrapping up reports, eat dinner, and go to bed a little earlier than usual. And day 3 is going to be its own separate beast because this chapter is a monster, man. So I think I'm just going to put a break here and we'll actually do these scenes as the beginning of the next
や
video.
れやれ。昨日はマジで疲れたぜ。